That's my question that I keep telling the public and this committee. If this was your home or your business, would you be fixing this thing? Would you be building new? Would you continue to lease, or would you sell? What would you do as an individual or a business owner, and make your decision there?
So all of those options are now back on the table?
Yes.
That's something I'm missing. I didn't.
Yeah. I was going to give you a
What did we pay an architect firm to make the design for the new building? What did we pay them?
Over $1 million.
No one on that group saw what just came to light.
I agree with you.
I would ask for some money back somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, because now they're advising, well, no, it's
Yeah.
not that, it's that mold or liability. I mean,
Huge. I mean, that's
really.
I agree.
That's the calls I'm getting to say, well, who in the hell did this?
Yeah.
You know, can we get our money back?
Yep, that is a major issue, and that's why we're back to square one, because we really, the BB Plus plan cannot happen as a BB Plus plan.
Right.
There might be ways to sit down with SHPO to negotiate another subtype of settlement, but unfortunately, the legislature agreed with BB Plus. That majority is now saying, forget it, let's do this, let's do that. So honestly, when I went and spoke to the two caucuses, you know, the caucus leaders, and said this, I'm putting this committee together, and they're like, oh, this is crazy, we have a buildings committee. But here's the deal. Chris remembers this. At my State of the County address, I had 2 books this thick from January 2012. They were environmental books that were done by an engineering firm that went through every building we have pretty much in Goshen that has issues, about 6, plus the government center. Fix this, fix that, blah, blah, blah. All stuff that our workers are being exposed to today, or the public's being exposed to today. Like paint, this, that, the other thing. Not one thing has been done. Not one thing has been done. Because the soil borings were done on that entire site. So if the court's here, government center's here, you have that entire site has already been surveyed for new construction. So all 3 of those options are on the table. So I'll give it to Chris, just so he has everything that the legislature has. But I believe, I called them for another meeting next Wednesday, my committee of 8. They asked for some questions, great questions. Maureen Hallahan gave a great recommendation, because the one guy that wants to buy the building, the Kaufman, everybody said, who the hell's going to buy this thing? Would it be a lot, you know, artist lofts next to a court building and then possible government center? That might not make sense. You're going to have people walking in with their laundry and people going to court, people doing this. Maureen Hallahan said, why not have nonprofits lease it? Why not let the guy fix it up? If he could fix it up for less money in the county. So you got options there. They asked me some questions to get back to them. We're going to get back to them, and
Are the
next
legislators willing to go back to this basic level of talking about everything again?
They're not willing. They are.
Okay.
They're doing it now.
Okay.
You talk to some people like Myrna Chemnitz that wanted the whole building preserved.
Right.
She said, build a new thing, and now you get to preserve the building. One thing this architect Kaufman, people say he's crazy. He's a very reputable architect, award-winning guy in national architectural magazines. He said that any plan we would do, BB Plus or the AB plan that was shot down, would so fundamentally change the Rudolph design that he said you might as well take the whole thing down. So that might be an opportunity to sell it to him and either lease the other buildings, buy the other buildings, or build a new one, and now you keep everybody happy. You know, you never make everybody happy, you might be able to do in this situation.
One thing O'Donnell said, which has never been disputed, is the government's operating fairly efficiently in its current location. Yeah. Not that it's the ideal, but, but it ain't bad.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
In that report I gave Chris, which I'm there now, I mean, I'm going to be there for 3 years. My whole term I'll be probably in that Matthew Street. Right. Because it's going to take 6 months to start a new building, or at least 6 months to argue for BB Plus. Or I'm going to be leasing. By the time a construction would start, I'd be stuck in there or being in there. So that's the deal. For the long term or short term for Goshen, for the next 3 years, we were going to continue to be where we are. But the way I looked at it, I spoke to the Chamber of Commerce for Goshen about a month ago, and I said, every building that we're leasing is off the tax rolls now. Goshen is 55% off the tax rolls. Matthew Street, both buildings, the legislative building, every parcel of property that we are leasing is off the tax rolls. So we can buy them, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with any decision, just to have a decision. I'd love to be able to take one of these decisions off our back.